Hi everybody, I'm Laura. Welcome to Sewing Up Style. One of the things I love best about being a sewist is that I am able to make whatever I want to. It doesn't have to just be clothes. It doesn't have to just be quilting. I can make anything that is made out of fabric, quite honestly, and some things that aren't. We'll get into that some other day. But anyway, um, in this case, what I want to make tonight, is a meditation mat slash yoga bolster type thing. This is Simplicity 9364. I want to make this triangle mat right here. The reason why I want to make something is because I went online to just kind of price out how much a meditation mat or a yoga pillow, yoga bolster would cost, because I know they're pretty pricey. And it turns out that this pillow, similar to this pillow, just a regular rectangular pillow, this pillow is a 12 by 20 by 3-inch pillow, and the one that I saw on Amazon is 12 by 25 by 6 inches, and it's $39.99. It's made out of cotton. It's nothing special. It's just a pillow with a contrast handle. It might be made out of organic cotton. I'm not sure what the fiber fill is, what the fill is in the middle, but still $39.99 for a cotton pillow. Then the other thing that I priced out was this yoga mat right here, just this kind of square yoga mat. It ran anywhere from $39.99 to $59.99. So I can make this. I can make this. And I actually have all the stuff that I need, kind of. The pattern calls for cotton, twill, denim, any of those kinds of things with a flannel interfacing. So I have flannel, but I didn't want to use the flannel for an interfacing in the fabric, in the pillow, because they're cute flannels, and I want to make shirts out of them. So what I decided, in order to kind of get that structure, instead of just doing cotton with cotton interfacing, was I found my cotton canvases. I have lots of cotton canvas, and I have this cotton canvas, which I will make that big triangle pillow out of. And then I also have this cotton canvas, which I would like to make that rectangular pillow out of. And notice, it will be a matching set. And how cute will that be? I also happen to have a ton of polyfill. I have two of these. So that was another reason. I'm like, when am I going to use up that much polyfill? The reason why I have that much polyfill was I was going to do a class at the senior center where we made pumpkins, and then the class got canceled, and I ended up with a ton of polyfill. So what better thing to do than make pillows? The flannel, instead of the flannel interfacing with this cotton canvas, I'm just going to use some cotton that I have already had. This I got for like $1, and this was from Joann's. I'm not sure how much it was, but I don't think anybody's ever. It's very cute. Isn't it cute? Look at those cute frogs. But nobody wants it in my family, so I'm going to just use it as a lining piece for one of those bolsters or pillows. So I think that's everything that you need to know before I get started. I am not going to sew all night because it's Thursday night. I'm going to go to the Telepathic Comedian tomorrow night. So, but I still wanted to sew, and I still wanted to get a video out just because I enjoy making the videos, and I hope you will enjoy seeing the process of a yoga bolster, because this particular triangle one is 2 pieces. So what I thought I would do, instead of staying up all night, is just keep track of how much time it takes me to make it. And then if I have time, I will do the pillow as well. If I do get to do the pillow, I am going to make it 6 inches instead of 3. And isn't that cool that as sewists we can do that as well? We can just alter things to make it fit our purposes. So, okay, I'm going to go. I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, bye. Okay, so this is the handle. It is cut out of the pink fabric that I showed you earlier. And then the interfacing is in this green color that I will just turn inside, like so that the white part is up so that you can't see the green part. I don't think you can anyway, but it's fine. And then This is there's two pieces of the actual pillow. So there's two, one, two, and then the two interfacing. I was really surprised it's cut on the center fold. So, I mean, seriously, should not be hard at all. It has been about an hour and 10 minutes to cut everything out. It is 9:52, so I'm going to go and start sewing. Okay, so the first step for sewing this together is that you're supposed to attach the interfacing to the outer piece and then sew the long edges, like put the fronts to the back and sew the long edges. The thing is that you have a 3/8 inch seam, and so if I tried to sew this on to the outer piece, I am very afraid I would end up, you'd be seeing the seams or the stitching for the interfacing on the outside of the pillow. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pin the interfacing to the outer piece and then sew, well, and then pin both the fronts and the backs together so there'll be a 4-layer sandwich basically, and then serge the long edges to finish these. You know how cotton canvas kind of frays? So that will save the edges, and then I'll just have to sew the corner pieces. So that is my plan. So we'll see how it works. Okay, so I did serge it, and because there's so many layers, it kind of smeared at the ends. And so one of the ends, the top, it ended up really messed up. So I just recut it. You can see it's a little wonky anyway, but I just recut it so that it was more normal. Anyway, it is what it is. We're going ahead with it. I think it'll be fine. Maybe this is the end I cut. So guess what? I totally sewed all 3 sides, the complete side, so there's no way to turn this inside out. So now I'm going to seam rip the opening that I should have left open in here, and then I'll be able to put on the handle and do the corners and then fill it and proceed as should have been right now. Okay, so this is the handle right in there, and you put it on the right side to the pillow, and then I'm going to sew up the corners. So you just squish them flat like this and then sew along here, and you do that for all 4 seams. And so then turn it inside out, fill it up, and whip stitch it closed, and I will have a cushion. I am sad. Why am I sad? Let me show you why I'm sad. This is why I'm sad. I did not do the seam close enough on the outside. So all along this row, there is little spots that are coming out, and it's 12:30. I have decided that I'm going to tear the stuffing out, sew that up a little further in, and shove all the stuffing back in. Okay, it's out. It's flat. I'm sewing. I don't know. It looks like either a big sopapilla or an overfilled tick. Very weird shaped tick. It's done. I'm on it. I'm surprised, as fat as it was, that it shrunk, squished down as to what it is. But I'm not sitting on the floor. I still feel padding, so I think I filled it absolutely perfectly. It was very easy. If I wouldn't have made the mistakes, I would have been done much sooner. I think you could conceivably get this done in 4 hours, maybe. I just messed up. And then the hand sewing took a while, took a long while, actually. I got done at about 2, and I started at about 8:30. So, but there's the mistakes. Um, yep. So I don't think you can see it, but here it is. I would recommend this pattern. It worked well. I would not recommend, always check your seams before you start putting in the filling. Always make sure that you don't sew down the sides. Leave the turn section open. That's a good thing. And I don't know. There's other things I'm sure. But um, yeah. So I had fun though. This was very satisfying, even with the mistakes. And I do plan on doing some more. I have more fiberfill because I did not use all of it. So I bet I could make that rectangular pillow pretty easily. Have you guys ever made pillows or like yoga bolsters or things like that? Um, I'm just curious if what your experience has been or if you have a pattern recommendation. Um, yeah, so thanks for watching today, and I hope that you come back next week. I don't know yet what I'm going to be doing, but I do know I will be having my live stream on Sunday. So if you want to come work with a group of people and just sit and chat, that is what it's for, just to have a little bit of positivity in the world while we're creating and sewing. So um, I guess you guys have a great week, and I will see you at some time, some point in the future. Bye.